Hey guys, welcome to Sippin and Spillin with Syd from 3 Mississippi. It's a hot one today, and I am mimicking that vibe, being a hot mess today. Um, I had to run Frankie to vacation Bible school this morning, like first thing, and came home, finished my chores and stuff, and I knew I had a task today because we put out videos on Friday and Sunday, and apparently we got some copyright strikes on both videos. And I didn't know about the first one until Sunday. And Mike sent me the thing and he was like, hey, we got a copyright strike. Because I usually handle those since I'm the one that puts the music and does the editing. Like I have to go in and, handle it. So I pull it up to see what the strike was because they had a bunch of false strikes. Like the last several months, there was like a glitch or something with YouTube where we had all these fake strikes where there was like nothing there. It was just like a glitch. And basically what that copyright strike means is like they think that you use music from a different source or even potentially an image from a different source that you didn't have the licensing to use. So the little intro theme that I use on 3 Mississippi um, has been on Storyblocks, which is one of the music and video licensing royalty-free programs that I subscribe to every year. And when we switched over to 3 Mississippi and I started using that, I'll call it our theme song, it was on there, no big deal, whatever. Well, I guess in the last week since our last videos came out, they yanked it from there. I don't know if the artist pulled it or if they stopped their contract or whatever. But anyway, it's not there anymore, and I didn't know that. And I've been using it on our, intro that I had made several months ago. So I was bummed, number one, because now I have to figure out how to fix this. And number two, I really liked that song a lot. I had gone through a lot of different music to find that piece of music, and I just felt like it was the right tone, and I really liked it. And I just thought, okay, well, I'm gonna have to start from scratch. I'm gonna have to go. So I was looking through other music, and then I started thinking about it, and I was like, I could run into the same problem again in a couple months if I find something that I like now that they just remove again. Because I've had this happen before. So I was like, what are my alternatives? So anyway, I had to search the artist and the song, and I found that he was selling it like directly, so I could get the royalty license to use that song, which is now called he like remastered it, and it's basically the same song, but it's tweaked a hair, and clearly been re-recorded, and it's on like he has it on another song site basically. So it was very, very cool. I saw it and it was like $20. And I was like, okay. Then, and it's like mine forever to use as my theme song. It's never going to get flagged. That's not an issue. Because, when I use my music in the videos, I'm pretty much pulling new music off those sites every week when I do that. Sometimes I'll reuse one or whatever, but for the most part, they're pretty recent. Like they're updated. So it's not like I'm using the same song all the time and could run into this issue with one of those songs again. It's really just the theme song that's the problem, because that's one that gets used like constantly over a period of time, and you don't want that one getting flagged, right? And you're not checking it all the time to like re-download it because you've already made your intro. So that being said, I bit the bullet and I was like, well, I'll just get the song so that I have it, so that it's not an issue. I just realized I had no idea where my microphone was. So that it's not an issue. And so I had to remake our intros. Plus, I had shot some new footage that I thought, well, let me update this because, we've added the garden and the coop and the chicken tractor and stuff. And so I was like, well, maybe I'll update some of the footage in the intro that's like 17 seconds long and update it a little bit while I'm at it. So I spent a while doing that today. So I'm happy with how it turned out. It only took me about 47 tries to get the one I wanted, but it worked. And then Frankie's been saying her back was bothering her a little bit. And apparently, she gets this from me, our hips kind of, like, our leg will kind of sink up into our hip and get out of alignment. And then that will cause our back to freak out and get mad and hurt. And so she was having a little bit of that. And I was about her age when it started getting really bad for me. And so I said to her, I was like, well, we can go to the chiropractor. So anyway, so we went down to the chiropractor. It was so sweet too, because we have a wonderful chiropractor down here in Houston, Dr. Rutherford, and I had just made a bunch of bread, and so I brought a loaf of bread to him and his wife because she works in the office, and he's like, oh, we don't charge for kids, no charge for her, and he's like, thanks for the bread, and I was like, okay, thank you. So hopefully they like their bread, and that was great that he adjusted her because she was a little nervous about getting adjusted, just because she's never done it before, and it was a new experience for her, you know. Um, but she did great, got all adjusted and is good to go. And I'm waiting for her right now outside the Walmart and the Dollar Tree because she borrowed my sunglasses the other day and she realized, she's like, I should probably have some because like today it's really bright out. And I find that right now, because I'm waiting for my new prescription to come in, because my prescription did change quite a bit noticeably. And so I find that, and I've been noticing this lately, but I guess I was just, you can't, it happens slowly that your prescription changes over time. So I guess I just hadn't honed in on why I was having to squint so much. Um, and the bright sun is really bothering me. So you guys know I don't usually wear sunglasses when I'm filming and talking to you guys, but even just sitting in the car right now, actually clouds just moved over, so now it's making me a little bit of a liar. But anyway, so hence the sunglasses today, because it was a little bright for me. But anyway, she was gonna run into the Dollar Tree and get some sunglasses, and then she needed something in Walmart, some shampoo or something, I don't know. But so I said, well, I'm gonna stay in here and film Sippin and Spillin while you're out there doing your thing. I will tell you this, guys, though, I am a little bit nervous about finding out if it's gonna flag, because YouTube's funny. Um, I don't know how the licensing agreement with this other site that I bought the song from. Um, I don't know how, like, I'm sure they'll flag it at least the first time. Hopefully, after like the first time, since I'm using it all the time, they'll know, like, they'll have it on record maybe or something. I don't know. Because it's kind of funny how it works now, even like it knows that it's out, like it checks it and then like sees that you have it in the universe, that you're listed there as a user. I don't know. It's kind of, I'm sure it's either much more complicated than that or much more simple. I don't know, because that's sort of outside my realm of knowledge. All I know is that I have an active license for it, and usually all it is you have to just put like what site you're a member of or whatever, and they have like a specific licensing agreement that you can like attach when they flag it. So if I get a copyright strike, it's not a strike, it's a notification basically. The strike is something different. But if you get a copyright flag, basically, you just send them a copy of this and it should be okay. I just hope it doesn't do it like repeatedly for the theme song now, for the intro. But we'll see, I suppose. I'm not sure how that's going to go down. But and then I did pick up, so I actually had to go. We went on Saturday. I'll tell you guys. We went on Saturday. Mike needed to go to Tupelo because he needed to go to Home Depot to get all that irrigation stuff. And I kind of needed to go to Scruggs, but we were kind of running short on time by the time we finished at Home Depot. And I had a video I still had to finish. And I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm not going to go to Scruggs today. I'm not in that desperate of a spot yet. I can wait a while. I was wrong. I did need more feed. I knew I could wait on some of the bedding that I was going to get, but I was like, I can get it later, whatever. It's not an emergency. I don't need it for like a few more weeks. I was just going to get it to have it on hand, whatever. So we went down to our little livestock store and today while we were getting feed, and I was talking to the owner and I was like, what's this? And he had this sitting on the counter. It's called Papa T's Master Blend. Every butt deserves a good rub. And he said, man, this guy came in with samples and he's like, it's the best thing I've ever put on meat. He's like, I love it. It's good stuff. I said, okay, say no more. I'll try it. So I got a container. But we'll see, because it looks, I didn't read the ingredients first. It does have MSG in it, which means it probably will give me a headache. I usually don't buy stuff that has MSG in it. And I just thought to check it because I noticed that in the South a lot they use it. And I do sometimes get a headache from that, but that's okay. Lots of salt in it. First ingredient is salt. But you know what? Usually when we do like a pork butt or something like that, you know, you're cooking, you're not doing those like every week. So we'll see. But it looks promising. We'll see. And it's, I guess, a local guy, was my understanding, or a more local company. Um, yeah, they're in Eupora. Am I reading that right? Yeah, Eupora. So in Mississippi. So I figure we'll give it a try. I like trying local stuff. Uh, we'll see how it is. But Papa T is great on steaks, chops, ribs, burgers, and just about anything else. So we'll have to give that a try. Um, we'll see. I'll report back. But I had to. That was an impulse buy at the counter that I was like, oh, I always like to try a new rub or something, you know. But you know, oh, Frankie's texting me. Gonna run into the Dollar Tree. Okay, fair. I knew that already. I'm just out here. I'm just the Uber. I'm the taxi cab waiting at the yellow pickup loading line. That's me. So I know that they're going to be working on hopefully some stuff this evening. They're saying we're going to get some thunderstorms coming through and some rain, potentially this evening or during the day tomorrow. So, which I know Mike's just about ready to do a rain dance outside, because we haven't had rain now in almost 2 weeks. So he's just itching for some rain. So I hope it comes when it's not like during a work time where he can, like, is trying to get out there and do work. And I don't think we're gonna get a downpour or anything, but you never know around here. But he sure does make everything look green and pretty. And man, our pastures are getting tall, and everything's just growing like crazy. And in fact, he had just mowed the lawn. I told you guys the other day, he just mowed the lawn, but it was already looking like it needs mowed again. But that's summertime, you know. Um, that's summertime out here. It's just kind of crazy. But everybody's always out mowing their yard because it's just a constant. You got to keep up with it, you know. But and then the rest of this week, I gotta work on Friday's video. Which will probably be either more of trying to get some of that fencing built, and I think there's some odds and ends in the garden that he's working on that need done. I know there was an issue with one of his tomatoes that he's got to rectify. I think that's happening tonight, so we might shoot a video on that. But I think it was his weird Marzano Pomodoro something hybrid that he got that was supposed to specifically be resistant to blossom end rot, and it's the only plant of his that got blossom end rot. So he's trying to get that squared away. But we'll see. I'm sorry. I'm watching the lady next to me. I keep hearing things thump or feel like things are thumping on my truck, and she's loading her car next to me. And I guess it's just her slamming her door really hard, but it's kind of shaking my truck a bit, and it sounded like somebody trying to close my door or something almost, or like the tailgate or something. So I don't know. Maybe somebody's stealing all the feed out the back and I don't even see it. No, that's not happening. But anyway, guys, yeah, kicking off the week here, getting started on the week, the craziness, and looking forward to our live with you guys this week on Wednesday. And I'm looking forward to maybe making some progress on that fence this week and maybe getting it done this week. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm excited to get Caroline back and the babies back, which they're not babies anymore. They're a year old now, or almost. They're just almost a year old, right about. Yeah, they're right about a year. Yeah. So, it is what it is, and they're all sweet and doing well. So gotta get them home. got to get them settled in, get that fence line done so we can have them here. But anyway, guys, lots going on as always. Building, doing, growing, running errands, raising a kid, doing things. So I hope you all are having a blessed week so far, and we will see you next time. And until then, safety's off.